This is the Fan Connection Podcast where we talk all things sports entertainment. We're your hosts. I'm Royce the Kid Michaels.
And I'm the real deal Devin Steele. Thanks to everyone who's listening.
Let's get right into it.
Debuting the Fan Connection Bad Blood War Games Edition.
So pretty much, to try to get our subscriber likes, views, and etc., we will start what we are calling Bad Blood War Games. So we will say a challenge, for example, get us at least 20 subscribers on this next video, or me and Devin will decide who has to do a move to motivate the crowd to subscribe and get us to our goals. Our first subscriber goal will be 25 subs in each video, so 50 altogether, because we're going to start doing Raw and SmackDown separately. And if y'all can't do that, well, you're just going to have to see what happens. So let's get right into it. Back with another episode, Raw, September 30th episode. My boy Jey Uso kicks off this Raw, yeeting all over the place. And then he gets interrupted by Breaker, but not in a bad way, I don't think.
Yeah, man. Jey was obviously still pretty emotional about winning the title. And he was out there like, I don't feel like he was almost like kind of speechless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's still trying to, I guess, soak it all in.
He was just celebrating. He kept saying yeet. He's just like, you guys help me and everything else. And, but yeah, Braun Breaker kind of put Jey Uso over.
Hell yeah.
He didn't spear him. He didn't sneak him. He just shook his hand and was like, you were the better man. So, is there a face turn planned for Braun Breaker? Or is that it, bro? Is he a good guy? I still kind of feel like he kind of is just doing what he wants.
Yeah, I feel like he can do whatever, you know. Maybe he's just in a good mood or something.
Maybe he's just got his eyes set on a bigger prize.
That's what I'm thinking.
In the next match, though, Xavier and Rey Mysterio settle their beef.
It was a good match, too, though. It was a pretty decent match, you know, up until the ending.
Yeah, Rey was kind of dominating Xavier with his veteran experience, and then Xavier accidentally pulls Rey's mask off for a roll-up pin to win the match.
And him grabbing Rey's mask for the roll-up pin is a very disrespectful way to do it in lucha wrestling. So Xavier doing that, he was like, you know, like, oh, I didn't mean to.
Yeah, he said he didn't mean to. He's like, I swear I would never do that to Rey. But
and then me and Devin watched the replay and we're like, you definitely meant to.
It kind of looked like you meant to.
Don't you lie, Xavier. This has got to be one of like them slow building.
Yeah, this is the slowest heel turn ever.
Exactly.
But the slow burn, I'm kind of here for it.
It's more interesting than him just doing it, I guess, right?
And now the AOP is like kind of to the sideline
of every one of these. So then we get into Lyra Valkyria and Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark finally got a win over her. All right. Is that you know, they're like 1-4.
These women tag teams are trying so hard, and I'm appreciating the attempt and the hard work and stuff. And
I liked what happened after the match more than I like what happened in the match.
Yeah, I just don't feel like my attention's been fully grasped. And Lyra Valkyria, I just don't know about her for real. She seems
she's
better.
A Dollar General Becky Lynch.
I feel like she seems better on her own, and they keep pairing her up with the Chance and Carter girls, and they're a good tag team. I like them well enough, but they're no Damage Control.
You're not wrong on that either, dude.
So I just like we keep saying, we need more. We need more.
We just need a little bit more from it. Step it up a little bit.
But now, we're going to talk about CM Punk and Drew McIntyre meeting for the last time before they step into the Hell in a Cell.
Dude, it was decent on both ends. Drew came down in a black suit and everything like he's at a funeral.
Yeah, he's like, this is for your wife, CM Punk.
Pretty much, both guys were saying, like, yeah, this is going to be the end of your life, and vice versa, this is going to be the end of your life. So, like,
Yeah, they're just talking about killing each other. They want to rip each other apart.
Yeah.
CM Punk's like, I'm going to wipe the blood from your eyes. and you're gonna watch me knee you in the face and win.
And then Drew McIntyre's like, I'm gonna make sure I throw you through the top of it and make you bleed to death.
He's like, you stupid dog, Larry.
Like, they're just like, you could tell the intensity's there. The Hell in a Cell, it's gonna be like, probably gonna be the end on there. But then we get a little segment. R-Truth comes back to tell Miz that they have a match later against AOP. Who is AOP? I guess we'll have to find out.
But now, the Judgment Day versus the LWO 3v3.
Ooh. We thought this was gonna be like a really good match at first, We had all kinds of stuff going on, good spots, I was like, duh, the freaking new Judgment Day's obviously gonna win, but like once they did the little spot with LWO, they all jumped different spots there. I was like, okay, they're getting some momentum now.
And it's like, I like this as much as the next guy. But man, it's like, this is clearly just another way to get Rhea and Damian out here.
Exactly.
It's like the LWO is just there to draw the Judgment Day out.
And after Damian does come out, like, he ends up getting like a bunch of coup de grâces like it happens every week. So I think they're just building him to beat Finn Balor at Bad Blood.
They definitely want people to feel bad for Damian, but I feel like he's getting battered up and like softened up for Bad Blood. And
it may not end with a winner. I think maybe.
And if Balor wins this time, there's no, if the Bloodline can go on for 4 years, I think they can get a sequel match.
I think so too. But then that rolls us into the next part. We have Kofi Kingston versus Chad Gable. Our boy Gable is such a mastermind, even though Xavier's the one that kind of cost Kofi the match. But Chad Gable got the dub due to a Xavier Wood little sneak move.
Yeah, man. Kofi and Gable put on a classic.
It was a good match all the way through. I actually enjoyed it. I was like, I want to see him do it again.
And it's like Gable's in there, like, defeating, like, he's working Kofi, and he's getting frustrated because he couldn't get the job done. But it's like, bro, you're forgetting that's a world champion right there.
And then right as soon as he, like, hit the ropes or whatever, like, Kofi goes to hit the Trouble in Paradise, and then Xavier tripped Chad Gable so he couldn't hit it.
Yeah. It was like retaliation, like American Made had kind of been getting involved as well. And so Xavier took it upon himself to try and help Kofi out. But he accidentally caused Kofi to miss his finishing move.
Just like he didn't mean to take Ray's mask off earlier.
What's going on, Xavier?
Yeah, because, dude, Kofi just got you an IC match, dude. He could have been in that match, but he gave it to you, you dick.
Yeah, Kofi was asked to be in an IC title match and passed the opportunity to Xavier.
So now, and Jay Uso confirmed it. Next Monday, we do have an IC title match between Xavier Woods and Jay Uso.
Gunther makes his way to the ring and is addressing the pestering from Sami Zayn.
He pretty much Sammy comes out. Gunther pretty much tells him in Arabian or whatever language he speaks that, like, Sammy, you're a bum, and that's what my dad said in their language. And then Sammy's like, oh, your dad, don't get mad because your dad calls you a loser.
Sammy's practically, Gunther was talking crap. He's like, Sammy, you're beneath me. He's like, all that kind of stuff. He's like, well, I beat you at WrestleMania.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Your dad said I whooped your ass.
Why are you mad at me? Because your daddy don't love you.
And then he was like, don't you talk about my daddy.
Yeah, I mean, this match it's fine. It's like, so Sammy got his match. It's on Monday Night Raw.
It's just not going to happen, Sammy. You ain't getting it.
It's over, man. Sammy, back of the line.
We want to see him for months. He probably won't come back for a minute. Unless he gets involved with the bloodline stuff. That's the only way I see him being relevant now after this. So we get AOP. Oh, it's AOP. We figured it out. Versus Awesome Truth.
Hey, man. Where were you when the Awesome Truth died?
I was asleep. But then I woke up and figured it out. And I was so shook. I went back and watched it. I fell asleep. I'm not gonna lie, guys. But when I did go back and watch it, I was more shook about this than anything that happened on Raw last night. The Miz turned on our boy R-Truth.
Why, Miz? Why?
Why would you do that to him? Does Karrion really have this maniacal mastermind of an ego that...
He's in everybody's head, man.
He's got somebody like The Miz going heel on Truth, and he's got Xavier going heel on Kofi?
Yeah, he's in everybody's head. The AOP cannot do anything physically, so I guess they're trying something different.
We have never been interested in the AOP until now.
Yeah, Karrion...
They have something to work with.
Yeah, I'm more interested in the change that's happening to the other people. I need to see, like, I want this to work for the AOP. It's like...
Me too, because, like, it also seemed like after that, it seemed like Uncle Howdy had a little message either about Xavier, and
something involving what happened on Monday Night Raw. Either Xavier... or
Karrion or Miz or something.
Yeah, something going on in there. They were talking about like your anger will lead to your demise. Don't force our hand. It's like, you know, it's like there's still a chance. It's like just don't do what you're thinking about doing.
So it kind of seems like we might be getting something big with the Wyatt Six and the AOP, and I'm down for it. That might be good.
And I could see them two facing off. The numbers are there.
It is. But then after that little segment, we also found out, it was revealed to us that Ilya Dragunov actually sort of suffered a torn ACL. He's going to be off TV for months.
He was facing Gunther in a dark match.
And you know, it was just a classic, you know, slam, and he took it wrong or whatever.
And that's a shame. I like him.
It sucks. He's going to be out for 6 to 9 months, but like I feel like when he comes back, he'll do things.
But into the main event. Last monster standing, Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman.
Dude, it was really good, like the whole time. Last monster standing. I needed it to happen a little more of a build with it, like maybe give it a little slower of a build, like with all the big things they were doing. Because like I think like, what was it, like 2 minutes in the match that he got slammed through the announce table already?
Yeah, maybe not even that long.
And I just thought, you know, at the end, Braun Strowman could have, like, you know, made a little bit more of an effort, you know? It's just like, I don't know. At the end, Braun Strowman got the win, but it wasn't due to Braun Strowman, you know what I mean?
I was anticipating this match hard, dude, and I would say it lived up to the hype. It was a good match. It was good storytelling, like, narratively. The two guys wrestling in it, I mean, they're giant, bro. They're doing all this cool stuff. But there was a few things. They waited until like the last 10 minutes. I felt like they were rushing. They could have went slower, you know. And
literally at the end, Braun Strowman won due to the ring collapsing and a Seth Rollins curb stomp to Reed. Like that, it like you said, everything interesting for the most part happened at the very last segment of it.
And the spots were awesome. Like they broke the front row, they collapsed the ring. Like 2 or 3 barriers, bro, multiple tables, chairs, like even like these 380-pound dudes jumping off the top rope and stuff. Like, but in the end, the count was inconsistent.
Yeah, because they go for like a superplex over there off the ramp and everything, and get up at like 6.
Because I feel like in the beginning it took them like until the count of 7 or 8 to get back up. But then later on, like they were taking these big moves and stuff, and they were getting up by the count of 5. And so I really think that Bronson Reed should have won this match.
We thought he was, actually. We had Bronson Reed going over.
And bro, he should have won. He hit 2 tsunamis, and the referee was too busy like doing that other crap. But that's the thing about Seth Rollins, man. You don't never know what he's gonna do.
Exactly. But as for Raw, that was about it on that episode. Like, that was a good match. We needed a little bit more, though, I think. And it might not be over with them two. We might get something else.
I think Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed are going to probably take the reins. And Braun Strowman, I feel like he can kind of go and do something with just about anyone.
Let us know how you feel about the Miz heel turn on R-Truth.
Where were you when the Awesome Truth died? Tell me.
And who is Aop?
And then tell us about the Wyatt 6 cryptic message. Because
who do y'all think they're going after?
Who
next?
are they targeting next? And that's about it for this episode.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe.
As for the fan connection, we're out of here.